Before we start calculating the precedence diagram, I want to show you that there are different ways to look at the calculation methods. Some people will prefer the method starting from 0 or the method starting from 1. Typically in the PMI they use the method starting from 1. Before starting with the actual calculations of the early start, early finish, late start and late finish, both are basically equivalent. There is just a small difference in interpretation. Let's look at the axis, the time axis, the coordinate axis. Now the moment here, 0, the moment 1, the moment 2, these are fixed moments in time. And when we start calculating from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, we know that the first day, for example, if we take as a period a day, is period 1, which is between 0 and 1, because the day starts at 8 o'clock till 5 o'clock. And we have the second day, which starts the next day from 8 till 5 and so on. In the method where we use the coordinates, this would be from 0 to 1, while in our way of doing the calculation, this would be from 1 to 1, starting in the morning till the evening. Let's have a look at an activity which takes 3 periods. So we have 1, 2, 3 periods. Oops. This is activity A with 3 periods. What happens now? In the calculations using the coordinates, I will say we start from 0 to 3. The next activity B, which also takes 3 periods, will start from 3 to 6. In the calculations that we use, when we use the ordinal numbers, we have it a little bit different. We start from 1 till 3. So we have 3 periods from 1 till 3. Then here we start from the next period, 4 till 6. I told you both methods are basically giving the same result, so you have to take into account that this method exists and both of them are correct. Let's now start from 0 and see what the result is, but first of all I will write down the formulas that we use. Early start or early finish is early start plus the duration, and the early start of the successor is the maximum value of the early finish of the predecessors. These are the formulas for this method. So we start from 0. 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 3 is 3. So we take here C is the successor of A. We have early start of C is then equal to 5 plus 2 gives us 7. So this is in fact the result when we look at the method starting from 0. The next calculation is starting from 1. This is a little bit different. The formulas are a little bit different. First of all, we have the early finish is early start plus duration minus 1, and the early start of I plus 1 is the maximum value of the early finishes of the predecessors plus 1. What's the difference? Let's see, we start here A, we start at period 1. Now this is period 1. This is period 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And you have to consider that these are basically, for example, days. And day 1 starts from 0800 hours in the morning till 1700 in the evening. The day ends at 5 o'clock, starts at 8 o'clock, finishes at 5 o'clock, for example. This means that the next day we will start working will in fact be from 8 till 5 again, but then day 2. So we start here, we have 5 periods, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we end at period 5. For B, we start one period 1, 2, 3, 3 periods, we have 3 periods. And now we continue with C. C can only start when A is finished because that's the activity with the highest early finish time. We get here the next day, so we find A finishes at day 5, so C can only start at day 6. And it takes 2 periods, 6 and 7, hence the formulas that we have here. This was all I wanted to tell you about the different ways to calculate the early start, early finish, late start and late finish. Basically, both methods are equivalent and should give you the same results. If they don't, there is some problem in the calculation. Also, the modern software is using the method starting from 1 because we start talking about days. Days, there is no day 0. The first day of the year is the 1st of January, week 1 up till week 52, the first month till the 12th month. These are things that we have to take into account. Unfortunately, when we start from 1, the formula is a little bit more complicated, but I'm sure that project managers are used to a lot more complication than just this. Thank you for participating in this presentation. I'm looking forward to seeing you in one of my next presentations. Thank you and bye-bye.